Hi everybody, today I'm going to show you how to dose the high THC cannabis oil, also known as FECO oil, which is full extract cannabis oil, which means that we use the leaves, the trim, the stem, the bud, every part of the plant to make the oil. All of it has THC on it. This is a high THC cannabis indica strain oil, over 55% THC. Depending on your debilitating disease, whether you have cancer, lupus, fibromyalgia, MS, Crohn's, heart disease, PTSD, addiction, whatever your ailment may be, it's all the same in the week one's dosing. For cancer patients, the idea is to dose for 4 weeks, building up a tolerance to get to 1 gram a day. Because it is the high THC, you do need to build a tolerance. So let's start with week 1. Which I do take the size of a grain of rice every night before bed. I do not have cancer, but it's a preventative. So, let me try and get a good close-up of this. I always use a pill capsule. It's easier to dose. You're just going to give a little squirt. That's about the size of a grain of rice. That's it. Now, for people who have debilitating diseases that are not cancer, you can take this once a day. You can take it before bed. It'll help you sleep at night. If you have pain, you can take it throughout the day. Once you've done the grain of rice for a little while, you'll know what works for you, how many times a day that you should take this. Remember that it does regulate the body back to its physiological state. So if you are on blood pressure medications and you take this oil and it regulates your blood pressure back to normal, you don't want to bottom out on your pills, so keep an eye on your blood pressure. No one in the history of mankind has ever died or overdosed from cannabis. If you feel like you took too much and you get a little high, lay down, sleep it off. When you wake up, you'll be fine. For cancer patients, you're going to do this dose, which is the size of a grain of rice, every 3 to 4 hours throughout the whole day. When it's time for bed at night, go to bed. When you wake up the next morning, you're still going to do this dose every 3 to 4 hours until you go to bed. You're going to do this for 7 days. By the 7th day, you are not going to feel this anymore. If you don't feel it before the 7 days, go ahead and increase to week 2's dosage. Week 2's dosing is 2 grains of rice. Just like that. Every 3 to 4 hours throughout a whole day until it's bedtime. Once it's time for bed, go to sleep, wake up the next morning, do it again. You're going to do this for 7 days until you don't feel it anymore. If you don't feel it anymore before then, go ahead and go to week 3's dosing. Week 3's dosing is 3 grains of rice size of the oil every 3 to 4 hours throughout a whole day. Just like that. When you get to week 4, you can put 4 or 5 grains of rice in a pill capsule just like that. By this point, you've pretty much built up a tolerance. You can even take 4 pill capsules and you can squirt the 1 gram into the 4 pill capsules. By the end of the night, this syringe is empty and you are officially on 1 gram a day. You will stay on 1 gram a day until you are cancer free. Now, typically we say 60 grams in 90 days. That's 60 of these to be eaten in 90 days. The reason why you have 90 days instead of 60 days is because of what I just showed you. The first 4 weeks is just you building up a tolerance to get to the 1 gram a day. Once you get to the 1 gram a day, by the 3rd month, which is your 60 and 90, you get a scan. You're eligible for a scan after every 3 months for cancer patients. If you get a scan and it says you're stable, you stay on 1 gram a day until it's gone. If they say that your cancer has shrunk, you stay on 1 gram a day until your cancer's gone. If they say that your cancer is gone, you will go to maintenance doses. Maintenance doses is back to week 1's dosing. You will take the size of a grain of rice once or twice throughout the whole day until you go to bed at night. You will do that for the rest of your life to keep the cannabinoids in your system. And this is how it works for some people who don't understand what the high THC cannabis oil is. Everyone, all mammals, reptiles, all of us have an endocannabinoid system. It's found in the brain. When you eat this oil, it unlocks the endocannabinoid system. The only thing that unlocks endocannabinoid system is the cannabinoids in a marijuana plant. We should have been eating this our entire lives. Once it unlocks the endocannabinoid system, it will go down through your CB1 and your CB2 receptors. Those are your neuroreceptors. When it goes through those two receptors, it then goes through the body and attacks anything abnormal, whether it's MS, fibromyalgia, lupus, tumors, whatever, cancer, and it attacks anything abnormal in the body, regulating it back to its physiological state. So if you have cancer cells, a lot of cancer patients will say that they feel a twinge of pain wherever their cancer was. We call that Pac-Man. That's that oil attacking that area. Unlike chemo and other drugs that kill all the cells, this just attacks abnormal cells. Now, we have found that with the oil in conjunction with immunotherapies and chemos, it does work faster. So, but that's completely up to the patient if they decide to do something like that. We don't make those choices for people. If you cannot get this, if you don't have a legal state where you have a dispensary, find someone who has some plant and make it. It's very simple. We have a YouTube video that actually shows how to make it. It's very simple. It's like scrambling eggs. If I can do it, anybody can do it. And if you do have a dispensary, you make sure you ask for the high THC cannabis oil over 55% THC. It has to be over 55% in order to cause what's called apoptosis or cancer cell death. And what it does is it goes into that cell, it attacks a cell, kills a cell, and we call that necrosis. It's a dead cell. So anybody else looking for any more information, just send me a PM or send Darren a PM. And I hope this helped everybody. And I will talk to you later. Mwah. Peace out.